Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे,
जय जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ बलदेवा, जय सुभद्रा मैया,
जय बलदेवा, जय सुभद्रा मैया,
जय प्रहलाद नरसिंहा प्रहलाद नरसिंहा, प्रहलाद नरसिंहा जय प्रहलाद नरसिंहा,
जय प्रहलाद नरसिंहा, प्रहलाद नरसिंहा, प्रहलाद नरसिंहा, जय प्रहलाद
जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल,
जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल,
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद,
जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So very warm welcome to all of you for today's session on the Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll start our session with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So we discussed in our previous session about Bhagwan Kapil. He gave very beautiful example of how although the Lord is all pervading, He is present everywhere. Although we are one with the Lord, but we are also different from the Lord. We discussed the principle of Achintya Bheda Bhed Tattva. That simultaneously oneness and difference, that philosophy of oneness as well as different. We are one with the Lord as well as we are different from the Lord. The Lord is one with us, but He is different from us. Qualitatively, we are one with Krishna, but quantitatively, we are infinitesimal and Krishna is infinite. Okay. So, this is the philosophy of our Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy, which is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this philosophy says that we can never become equal to the Lord. Eternally, we are part and parcel of Krishna, which Krishna also substantiates in the Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita also, 15th chapter, all of you can mention the Shloka number. The Shloka number which talks about where Lord Krishna says, Mamaya Vansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. So all of you in the comment section, you can mention the Shloka number. Which Shloka talks about it? That Mamaya Vansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Krishna says that every living entity is my part and parcel. Right? So we are eternally part and parcel of Krishna. We will never become one with Krishna. Oneness exists in terms of quality, but quantity wise, Krishna is infinite, we are infinitesimal. And that difference between us and Krishna is eternal, because we are also eternal and Krishna is also eternal, right? So now today we'll begin our discussion with text 42, Shloka number 42 of the 28th chapter of the 3rd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarvabhuteshu Chatmanam Sarvabhutani Chatmani ईक्षेता नन्य भावेन भूतेष्विव तदात्मना आत्मताम्. सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानं सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि ईक्षेतानन्य भावेन भूतेष्व तदात्मताम्. Translation: a yogi should see the same soul in all manifestations, for all that exists is a manifestation of different energies of the Supreme. In this way, the devotee should see all living entities without distinction. That is realization of the Supreme Soul. You see, so Bhagavan Kapil very beautifully explains that now that we know that we are one with the Lord and we are also different from the Lord, now that we know that Krishna is one and we are many, Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Yo Bahunam Vidadhati Kama. Eko Yo Bahunam Vidadhati Kaman. Eko Yo Bahunam. Krishna is one and we are many. So now that we know that Krishna is singular number and we are plural. Plural means we living entities are unlimited, innumerable, infinite number of jivas, infinite number of living entities. But Krishna is one. There is no one equal to him, there is no one greater than him. Okay. So Eko Yo Bahunam Vidadhati Kama. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. But yes, Krishna is one, we are many. So in that sense, we are different from Krishna. But Eko Yo Bahunam. Nityo Nityanam. Krishna is also eternal, we are also eternal. So in that sense, we are same also. Isn't it? Same thing we discussed in the previous session also. That although Krishna is different from us, but he is also one with us. So we are also eternal, Krishna is also eternal. But we are many, he is one. Just like if a father has 10 children. So father will remain only one, but there are 10 children. Okay. Now these 10 children also will be different from each other. But yeah, in one sense, they are all the sons of the same father, so they are one. They are one with father because they are all sons of the same father. So they are one with father, but they are also different from the father, isn't it? So now here, after knowing this, in the previous session which we discussed, now here Bhagavan Kapil is saying that knowing this, that we are one as well as different from Krishna, we should all know and we should all realize the realization of Paramatma, the realization of the Super Soul. What is that realization? What is that realization? Because in the Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says that Andantarastham Paramanu Chayantarastham. Yes, I am seeing the shloka number you all have written. हाँ, मृत्युंजय जी, नंदप्रिया माता जी, अदिति माता जी, अभिजीत श्रीवास्तव जी, श्रुतिका माता जी, श्यामा रानी माता जी. So all of you have mentioned the correct shloka. Very good. 15.7. Yeah. In that Krishna says that mam eva ansha, mam eva ansha. That all living entities are my part and parcel only. Okay. So now here Bhagavan Kapil is saying that after knowing the achintya bhedabhed tattva between us and Krishna, we should realize the Lord, realize Paramatma, realize the Super Soul. And how we realize? It is mentioned here. Because in Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says, Andantarastham Paramanu Chayantarastham. That the Supreme Lord, he has entered every universe as Vishnu, and he has entered into every atom of the universe also as Vishnu. Okay. Vishnu means Vishate Anu. Anu means universe also. and Anu means atom also. When the Lord expands as Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan, when he expands as Lord Vishnu, so there are three expansions. They are called Purusha avatars. Okay, Purush avatars. So there are three Purushas, three expansions of Lord Vishnu in this material creation. The first expansion is the cause of material creation. That is called causal Vishnu, or he is called as Mahavishnu or Karanodakshai Vishnu. He is the causal Vishnu. He is responsible for the whole creation. Whatever you see, this whole material creation is because of Lord Mahavishnu. He is also called as Karanodakshai Vishnu. Now, Mahavishnu, then when the universes get created, so it is mentioned in the Brahma Samhita, all of you might know that Yasyaika Nishvasita Kalamathavalambya Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagadandanatha. Yasyaika Nishvasita Kalamathavalambya. That means when Mahavishnu or Karanodakshai Vishnu, when he exhales, unlimited bubbles or unlimited universes come out of his body. Okay. Now, how will these universes run? So, to run these universes, Lord Mahavishnu or Karanodakshai Vishnu, he expands into every universe as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Okay. So, Lord Mahavishnu expands into every universe as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So, this is the first expansion of in Mahavishnu. Second expansion is Garbhodakshai Vishnu or Garbhodak Vishnu. Now, okay, now Garbhodak Vishnu has entered the universe, so universe has started to run. But then, how to set it into motion? How to be conscious of every living entity? So for that, Lord Garbhodakshai Vishnu expands himself as Shirodakshai Vishnu, who lives in Shvetadvipa, the pole star. So that Shirodakshai Vishnu is called as Param Atma. Param Atma means he is conscious of every living entity, he is conscious of every atom of the universe. Right? So that realization is called Paramatma realization. When we know that the Lord is present in every living entity as Paramatma. Not only he is present in every living entity, he is conscious of the whole creation. That's why he is called as Paramatma. He is super soul. Just like we are conscious of the whole body. Although spirit soul is present in the heart, but still we are conscious of the whole body. The consciousness is present all over the body. Spirit soul is present in the heart, but consciousness is present all over the body. Similarly, Krishna lives in Golok Vrindavan, but he is conscious of the whole creation. His consciousness spreads all over the creation. So that aspect of the Lord in which he is conscious of each and every part of his creation, that aspect of the Lord is called Paramatma. Right? So that's how we know that each and every living entity is conscious because of Paramatma. Because we are part and parcel of Paramatma, we are part and parcel of Krishna. Why we are conscious beings? Because Krishna is conscious being. And what is the symptom of consciousness? The symptom of consciousness is activity. Okay, all of us know this, that the symptom of consciousness is activity. How do we know that there is spirit soul in the body? By activity. Once the activity stops in the body, we know that the soul has gone. So spirit soul means activity. Sometimes some people say that plants, some group of so-called bogus knowledgeable people, they say that plants are non-living beings. If they are non-living, how are they active? You see, activity means there will be growth, there will be degradation. A non-living entity, can it grow? For example, if you remove a wooden log from a tree, that log it becomes dead. So will that log move? Will that log grow? No. Growth means activity, and if something is growing, that means it is living. Activity is the symptom of the soul. So till soul is there, that entity has to be active, and activity is the symptom of the soul. So in this way, we know that plants, trees, herbs, grass, they are all living entities. They all have spirit soul, and spirit soul means activity. Activity is the symptom of the soul. Similarly, eggs. Some people say eggs are they are vegetarian or they are lifeless. What nonsense! How can eggs be lifeless? Anything which changes with time. How can they say that eggs are lifeless? No, because eggs keep changing over a period of time. If you keep eggs at a hot place, they'll hatch into a chicken, into a chick. So how can they say that eggs are, uh, inactive? No. So all these symptoms are because of the presence of spirit soul. Why eggs grow and ultimately they hatch into a chick or a chicken? Because there's spirit soul inside, isn't it? So anyway, so these are all ways in which we can see the presence of spirit soul in every living entity, not only in animate beings, but even in inanimate beings. For example, trees, plants, creepers, they look like inactive, but they are not inactive. They are active. And any activity, if it is there, even though it may be slow, but activity means the presence of spirit soul. Without spirit soul, there cannot be activity. For example, non-living entities, they are not active. There is no activity in them. Okay. So that is what here in this shloka it is mentioned that Sarva Bhuteshu cha Atmanam. Sarva Bhuteshu cha Atmanam. That in every living entity there is presence of Atma. Okay. Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani. And in every living entity there is presence of Atmani. There is presence of Sarva Bhuteshu. Sarva Bhutani. That means whether it is living entity or non-living entity, in every aspect of the creation there is presence of, uh, there is intervention of Paramatma. For us there can be matter and spirit. Matter and spirit is for us, for living entities like us. We are tiny living entities. But for Krishna there is nothing called as matter and spirit. Why? Because anything connected to Krishna is a spirit, anything disconnected from Krishna is matter. Because Krishna can convert matter into spirit and spirit into matter. So for Krishna, there is nothing called as spirit or matter. It is for us to know that when there is something disconnected from Krishna, it is material energy. That is why this material energy is called external energy of Krishna. And spiritual energy, the spiritual world, Golok Vrindavan, it is called, or Vaikuntha, it is called internal energy of Krishna. Why? Because spiritual energy is always connected to Krishna. Material energy is considered to be external from Krishna. That means it looks like it is disconnected from Krishna. Although it is not disconnected, because that is also Krishna's energy. And whenever Krishna wants, he can convert it into spiritual energy if he wants. Right? So for Krishna, matter and spirit are same. For us, they are different. Because we cannot convert matter into spirit and spirit into matter. That only Krishna can do. Right? So here it is mentioned that in every living entity as well as non-living entity, everywhere there is intervention of Paramatma or Krishna. Ikshate nanya bhavena bhuteshu iva tadatmana. So in this way, we should see equality in all beings. And this vision, when we are able to see every living entity as part and parcel of Krishna, when we are able to see that every living entity is Krishna's part and parcel, and so every living entity, they are all maintained by Krishna, they are all equal. So when we are able to see that, that realization is called Brahmabhut Prasannatma. Brahmabhut. Okay. That realization of, that is called realization of Brahma. When we come to know that every living entity is part and parcel of Brahma. Every living entity is part and parcel of Krishna. So all are equal. Right? All are in that sense equal. Yes, of course, human beings are considered to be little higher in intelligence. Animals are considered to be pap yoni, they are sinful entities. So they are lesser in intelligence. That's okay. But as spirit souls, everyone is equal to Krishna. They are all part and parcel of Krishna. So that when we are able to see that equality in all beings, Brahma Bhut Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu. All of you mention the shloka number. Which shloka I am referring to? It's in 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Brahma Bhut Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labhate param. When a living entity, so here we are talking about pure devotees. So those who are pure devotees, they become Brahma realized. That means they know that every living entity, they are all part and parcel of Krishna. And they are all equal. And that is the first and the prerequisite qualification of spiritual realization. And that is what is mentioned here by Bhagwan Kapil. Now text 43, shloka number 43. सयोनिषु यथा ज्योतिर एकम नाना प्रतीयते योनीनां गुण वैषम्यात् तथात्मा प्रकृतौ स्थितः स्वयोनिषु यथा ज्योतिर एकम नाना प्रतीयते योनीनां गुण वैषम्यात् तथात्मा प्रकृतौ स्थितः. Translation: as fire is exhibited in different forms of wood, so under different conditions of modes of material nature, the pure spirit soul manifests itself in different bodies. Very beautiful shloka, very beautiful example and explanation given here by Bhagwan Kapil. So what is he saying? That Swayonishu yatha jyotir, jyoti, jyoti means fire. Ekam nana pratiyate. Although fire is one, but when fire is manifest on different objects, it looks different. For example, if we lit fire on the top of a huge wooden say lamp post, that fire will look huge. And if we lit fire on a tiny piece of wood, that fire will look small. Now, qualitatively, fire is the same. Same fire exists in that big log of wood and small, tiny piece of wood. Same fire. The fiery quality of fire does not change, isn't it? The fiery quality of fire, the tendency to burn. Yes, very good. All of you have mentioned the shloka number. Nandapriya Mataji, Abhijit ji, Adi Lakshmi, Adi Shesh Prabhu. So yes, 18.54. Very good. So yeah, so coming back to the shloka. So the fiery quality of fire remains the same. The capacity to burn, the quality of fire will remain the same. Of course, the capacity to burn, the amount of uh, wood will change, because a bigger fire will be able to burn much bigger area, and a tiny fire will be able to burn little or smaller area. But the quality of the fiery quality does not change. The fiery quality is the same. So that is what is mentioned here. That swayonishu yatha jyotir ekam nana pratiyate. Pratiyate means it looks different. Pratiyate means externally it looks like that. Externally it looks as if a big log of wood, the fire which is on big log of wood is bigger, and the fire which is present in a smaller log of wood is small. Right? It looks like that. But no, it's just quantitative difference. Quality wise, same. Similarly, the Supreme Lord, we are all his part and parcel. And we are all present in different living entities, as different living entities in this material world, but we are all same. We are all part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is the original. We are all his part and parcel. And that difference between us and Krishna is eternal difference. Right? So, that appearance of fire to be bigger or smaller is because of bigger or smaller log of wood. Similarly, a living entity seems to be more powerful when he becomes a demigod, because he has got a demigod body, right? So it looks as if he is more powerful, but that is all temporary. A living entity who is born as a small insect, he will look to be less powerful, but that is all short-lived. It's for a very short time it happens, right? So that is what here in this shloka Bhagavan Kapil is saying, that ekam nana pratiyate. Fire is one, but nana pratiyate. Nana means variety. It looks, when that fire is on varieties of objects, it looks different. But no. Yoninam guna vaishamyat. Guna, the quality of fire. Guna means quality. Yoninam guna vaishamyat. The quality of fire does not change. The quality is the same. Similarly, living entity, spirit, soul is one. They are all part and parcel of Krishna. They are all as pure and as beautiful and shining as Krishna. But when they are present in different modes of material nature, they look different. A living entity in mode of goodness looks bright. A living entity in mode of passion looks pale. And a living entity in mode of ignorance looks dark. So that difference is because of their association with different modes. But a living entity, if he comes out of the three modes, he again becomes as beautiful as Krishna. In Golok Vrindavan, we all have bodies like Krishna, right? All of us, we get bodies exactly like Krishna. Of course, we are not Krishna, we are his part and parcel. Just like a son has a body like father, isn't it? But still, father is father. So we all have bodies like Krishna, right? So tathatma prakritau sthitah. Prakritau sthitah. Prakritau sthitah means in this way we are present in our prakriti. In this way we all know our prakriti, our constitutional position, right? That although we all are equal, we are never equal to Krishna, but all of us we are equal. But yes, when we are present in different kinds of modes, we look different. Pratiyate, you see, in this shloka, this word pratiyate is very important. Pratiyate means by looks, it looks different. Externally, it looks different, but no, they are not different. They are all same, they are all equal. Right? So, yoni nam guna vaishamya. So, similarly, qualitatively, living entities may look different, but in one sense, they are all same, they are all as good as. Now, the last shloka of this chapter. The 44th shloka. Tasmadimam swam prakritim दैवीं सदसदात्मिकां दुर्विभाव्यां पराभाव्य स्वरूपेणावतिष्ठते. तस्मादिमां स्वां प्रकृतिं दैवीं सदसदात्मिकां दुर्विभाव्यां पराभाव्य स्वरूपेणावतिष्ठते. Translation. Thus, the yogi can be in the self-realized position after conquering the insurmountable spell of Maya, who presents herself as both the cause and effect of this material manifestation and is therefore very difficult to understand. You see, this is very similar to the shloka in Bhagavad Gita, to one of the shloka of the Bhagavad Gita. All of you, those who are listening, mention the shloka number. I recite the shloka. दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते माया मेताम तरन्ति ते. All of you mention the shloka number in the comment section. दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते माया मेताम तरन्ति ते. This shloka is very similar to that shloka. Okay. So what is Bhagwan Kapil saying here? That tasmad imam swam prakritim. Tasmad imam swam prakritim. Swam means my. So Bhagwan Kapil is saying that this is my prakriti. Because Bhagwan Kapil, who is Bhagwan Kapil? He is super soul, he is Paramatma, he is the Supreme Lord. Right? So he's saying that's why my prakriti, this is my nature, this is my material nature. I have created this material nature. Daivim sadasadatmikam. And this material nature is divine, consisting of Sat and Asat. Sat and Asat means it consists of, Sat means matter, Sat means spirit, and Asat means matter. So Bhagwan Kapil is saying that this material nature is created by me and it is consisting of matter as well as spirit. Durvibhavyam parabhavya. And even if a living entity is able to understand this material nature, still for him it will be very difficult to conquer. Durvibhavya. Durvibhav means almost impossible to understand. Even for a person who is well conversant, even for a person who follows perfectly. Even for him, it's very difficult to comprehend or understand. Right? Swarupena avatisthate. So until unless a yogi or a devotee or a pure devotee, he is in his Swarupena avatisthate. Once a devotee or a pure devotee is established in his Swarupa, in his original constitutional position, until then it's very difficult for a person or for a pure devotee. Even for a pure devotee, it's almost impossible to understand Krishna. You see, not only Krishna. What is Bhagavan Kapil saying here in this shloka? Bhagavan Kapil is saying, very good, very good. I am seeing all of you. It feels good that you are all actively listening. So yes, Abhijit ji, Ati Lakshmi Mataji, Nandapriya Mataji, Tapaswini Mataji. Yes, 7.14 shloka number. So once a living entity is situated in his constitutional position, only then he can understand this. Otherwise, for ordinary living entity, it's durvibhavyam, parabhavya. It's very, very difficult to understand. It's almost impossible to understand this insurmountable energy of Krishna, which is called Maya Devi, which is called this material nature. You can just look up in the sky and you can see the expanse of the creation. How huge, how unlimited this material nature is. So how can a living entity understand? It's impossible. Only when a living entity is Swarupena avatisthate. Swarup means when we attain our constitutional position, when we attain our original position. And what is my original position? To go back to Goloka and engage in devotional service to Krishna. Right? So it's not that when we become liberated, we become inactive. No. Activity is the symptom of the soul. You see, material activity. So when we are in this material world, when we are under the influence of the three modes of material nature, that activity which we conduct under the influence of three modes of material nature, such activities are called diseased activity. It's kind of diseased activity for spirit soul. Right? So if a person is active in diseased condition, when he will become healthy, will he not be active? He'll be hyperactive, isn't it? So if in the association of material modes we are so much active, we are covered by this body and still we are active, so active, just imagine when we become liberated, how much active we will be, how much activity will increase. So activity in a diseased condition is harmful for us. But activity in a healthy condition is rejuvenating. It's blissful for us. Similarly, when we are active in this material nature or in the three modes of material nature, it's dangerous because we may anytime fall down. But when we are active in a liberated condition, when we become liberated and then we become active, that activity is considered to be our original activity, healthy activity, right? And what is that activity? That is loving devotional service to Krishna. And that is what human life is meant for. Human life is meant to go back to Krishna and to get engaged, fully engaged in what we are meant to do. So that is what we are seeing here. This ends this beautiful chapter of Sankhya philosophy. Of course, still there will be Sankhya philosophy till the end of the third canto. But yeah, this is one of the most important chapters of the Sankhya philosophy, and where Bhagwan Kapil talks about so much of detail and nitty-gritties of Sankhya philosophy. So that we have completed. And now from the next session, we'll begin the 29th chapter. Again, it is also Sankhya philosophy, but in a different perspective. So those who are new to the channel can subscribe, or if you can like, comment, share. We'll stop here. We'll continue our discussion in the next session. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.